welcome to a very special series on my channel called Pretty 44 Sphere Takes on Savannah, Georgia. We are in one of the most haunted, actually the most haunted city in America and one of the scariest places on earth. What makes this series different for Pretty 44 Sphere is I am in Savannah, Georgia for 5 days and 5 nights, spending the night in the scariest, most haunted hotels here in Savannah, Georgia. Night 1 is the Olde Harbour Inn. Night 2 is the Marshall House. Night 3 is the East Bay Inn. Night 4 is the Folly House. And night 5 is 1790 Inn. Every single hotel that we are staying in the most haunted room. Clearly, it wouldn't be Pretty 44 Sphere if we weren't staying in the most haunted room. So, I hope that you guys grab some snacks and enjoy this entire series. There's so many episodes to come. Pretty 44 Sphere takes on Savannah, Georgia, which is my second favorite city, so let's go. All right, you guys, so it is night 1 in Savannah, Georgia, and we are staying at one of the most haunted hotels here in Savannah, Georgia, known as the Olde Harbour Inn. We are in the most haunted room, which is room number 405. So take notes. If you're in Savannah, if you live near Savannah, or if you ever visit and you want to come to the Olde Harbour Inn and you want to experience something paranormal, hopefully, we haven't experienced anything. It's still early in the night, so we're kind of waiting to do the actual investigation when it is nighttime. Like, what is it, 8:30 now? 8:30 p.m.?
A little over 8:30 almost.
And I bought this from the candy store, and I'm gonna eat it in this video. I bought this.
What is it? It's a Rice Krispie.
It's a Rice Krispie treat, but it's
covered
cookies and cream.
It's huge. Huge.
Huge. I'm gonna eat it in this video. It's like a mukbang. Mmm. So I wanted to say something. For Pretty 44 Sphere, I know how it all started in Savannah. Tomorrow, we are going to the Marshall House, and that was how Pretty 44 Sphere all began. It all started at the Marshall House. It's gonna be really cool to go back. But I wanted to say, I know that Pretty 44 Sphere is supposed to be me going to places all by myself. And I made up rules for it. I'm not allowed to leave my hotel at all. So this is a different episode. I mean, obviously Jonathan's been with me for the Chillingham Castle series that we did for Pretty 44 Sphere, so definitely check that one out as well. Pretty 44 Sphere, when you're in a hotel or whatever place you're staying at, or I'm staying at, I'm not allowed to leave the hotel. Now, of course, since we are here for 5 days and 5 nights, we are going out and explore it, and we're doing a bunch of haunted things. You know, we were on River Street today, which is super haunted. I mean, the River Street Inn hotel is super haunted down there, but they don't like ghost hunters apparently. They had a sign that said ghost hunters will be prosecuted. Now, that was a sign I saw like a few years back. I don't know, they could still have it out, but that's a hotel that I want to investigate. But
we're doing daytime stuff too.
Yeah, we're doing, like tomorrow we're going to the Marshall House, but we're also going to the Old Pink House. We're also going to the Colonial Park Cemetery because I still gotta film my intro that you guys watched at the beginning of this. I filmed at the Colonial Park Cemetery. We're going to the Bonaventure Cemetery probably. We're staying at the East Bay Inn. We're staying at the Folly House, and we're staying at 1790. So these are all freaking haunted hotels. But let's get right on into what happens in this room. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna eat another.
How is it?
Oh, wow.
That's huge. That will keep you occupied all night. Imagine we bought 2. Definitely in this room, as you've seen probably from the tour Brittany already showcased.
Well, okay. I did make a video called A Day in the Life of a Ghost Hunter. That's already up as you're watching this. So definitely check that out. I'll leave the link down below. You'll see a full daytime tour of the room and behind the scenes of us getting to Savannah. It's like the day in the life behind the scenes. So if you want to see more room tour and stuff like that and behind the scenes of the first episode at the Olde Harbour Inn, then definitely check that out down below. So they'll see that in that video. But Hank, he likes to be talked about. So we're gonna talk about him.
He's a prankster too.
He's a prankster.
I will be sleeping down here, and there's an upstairs that Brittany will be up there, which
The loft.
Brittany's been up there longer than me, and from what you told me, you feel like that's where the most energy's up there.
Every time I walk up there, I haven't experienced anything, but every time I walk up there, I just feel like I'm being watched. I was changing up there too, and I was like, Jonathan, I feel like I'm being watched up here.
But down,
And I changed it to my outfit.
But down here, like, I feel like, honestly, I feel fine. I feel like fine.
Honestly, it just feels like a normal hotel room.
It does. I think what's gonna hit me the most is when we actually do end up
Turn off the lights.
turn off the lights, and when we actually have to go to sleep and stuff. You know what your next thing should be when you talk to ghosts? What's your horoscope?
Are you a water sign?
Yes.
Are you a Cancer or are you a Scorpio?
No.
Oh my god, so Hank's a Scorpio. The staff, Dom and Erica, actually showed us the actual burned wood. There's a wood.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. This place is burned down like multiple times.
This place has been rebuilt numerous times and it's always burning down.
Hank was actually responsible for one of those
For, one of the
burning things. He used to be like, what, a worker here?
Yeah, they confirmed that
There's no record of him.
Yeah, there's also no record of him.
It's almost like he made sure he was not remembered at this place.
When I was reading that online, I was thinking, okay, is he a bad spirit? But we were talking to Erica and Dom, and they were telling us the experiences that the guests have had. And there's been guests that walk into, whether it's 405, the room we're in, 406, which is the other haunted room, or the rooms downstairs or whatever. There's some people who walk in and they just turn out the door and are saying, no, I can't stay here. I have to leave. That's what they've said. Hank really likes to play with the TVs in this room.
We're actually in front of the TV right now.
I know, that's what it reminded me of. He likes to play with the TVs. Like, he'll turn the TV on and off, and you will not see a picture. It will just be black, but you'll hear the sounds. That's what everyone says. He loves to play with the TVs, especially upstairs. He gets in a bed with people. He's just a prankster. That's what they say.
Because we know nothing will compare to Chillian, let me tell you.
I know. If we can do Chillingham Castle, we can do anything.
Like, that's gonna always be something like, as we've always probably talked about, and Brittany's probably talked about in her other videos and stuff. That's an experience that will never be forgotten.
Upstairs in that loft, every time I walk up those stairs, and I've walked up those stairs a million times today, I always feel like there's a presence up there. It's colder up there, and you feel like you're being watched. I haven't experienced anything, like I haven't been touched. The TVs have not gone on at all. So, but the staff are saying it really depends on who Hank wants to go after. He likes to be talked about, so we are talking about him. But really, right now, I don't feel anything. And I feel like too, because there's like these boats going by and there's all this traffic out there. I don't think, and I don't wanna ruin the vibe because anything can happen. I don't think this investigation at Olde Harbour Inn is gonna be the scariest. I was telling you earlier today, I think the scariest one is going to be the Folly House.
What night's that?
That's the Wednesday night?
We're on night 1 right now.
I know, so I think that's night 3. I gotta look at my list to make sure I know which hotel we're checking into because we have so many, but that's with the portrait and so many weird things. But anyways, that's for the other episodes, but I think that's gonna be the scariest one. Because there's like a murder involved, like it's a really messed up story. Erica, so she's the girl at the front desk who I talked to on the phone and everything, and we were talking to her earlier when we checked in. She's really nice. She heard footsteps in this room. She was in this room one night. She heard footsteps, like hard footsteps, doesn't even sound like a footstep, walking towards her, and there's a long, narrow hallway over there. Sorry. And she was over in the bed and she could hear them walking towards her and nobody was there. So, and nobody feels threatened by Hank. He's just a prankster, but there's been a lot of experiences. There's people who, like I said earlier, who walk into the room and they have to turn away because it's freaking them out and they can't be in here.
So he's not a bad spirit. He's just a good spirit, but he just likes to,
He likes the attention and he likes people, I think, to know that he's here.
Yeah.
So I hope that he turns on the TVs. I think drawers open in here.
Oh, really?
And you will hear, yeah. I think that's what she was saying downstairs. The drawers can open. No one's ever actually seen an apparition or a shadow of him. No one's ever seen Hank. It's just a feeling and the name. People bring Ouija boards into this room, they were telling us, and they really embrace the spirits, and that's like the main thing with Savannah. Everybody here, because it's freaking Savannah, Georgia. This whole place is haunted, so everyone really embraces the spirits. We're gonna pull the drape shut. It's like super high ceilings in here, and we're gonna turn off the lights when it gets a bit later, and we're gonna start the investigation then, because it is kind of still loud, and Joe's Crab Shack is still open over there. People eating all their seafood, so yeah, we'll just see. Like, apparently Hank.
Imagine Frank's been the one who's been responsible.
Hank likes to, what was I even saying? I don't even know.
Talk about Joe's Crab Shack until it closes at 10.
So it is now 10:23 p.m. Seems like everything's quiet. Let's see. Joe's Crab Shack. Yep, everybody's gone. So we're going to close the drapes. Look how high the ceilings are, by the way. Like, they're just so high. The base here is like really small in my head. Okay, so we're going to close the drapes. Should we close this? No. I think we just need to close the drapes. Look at this. This reminds me of Chillingham. Oh my god, you can't close these. Okay, well, whatever.
Why can't you close them?
I don't know, they're like jammed.
Oh, there's a rope, that's why. It's okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna turn off all of these lights. Bam. Bam.
Except the light that I'm holding.
Oh, yeah. But we're waiting for my night vision to finish. What the heck's going on with this one? It's still red. Let me just see something. Alright, so Hank. This is the closet. Oh my god. I guess we'll sit on the bed. Now it's really creepy. I got chills. All I do is say that. Oh, there's a light up there. Okay. Alright, I think it's time. So you wanna go over here then?
Just saying.
Oh my god, this is so creepy up there. All I like,
someone could just lurk.
I know, imagine seeing a face.
Thanks.
Okay, Hank. If you are here, Hank, the spirit of Hank. We don't even know your last name. I don't think anybody knows your last name. There are no records of you, Hank. We would love to communicate with you. We were talking to him off camera, by the way, trying to get like permission and seeing, like introducing ourselves, the technique that we've been using ever since Chillingham Castle. Just letting you guys know. We were telling him about ourselves and what we are hoping will happen for tonight. Hank, if you are here, 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 Hank, if you can please give us some type of movement, if you can knock on the walls, please. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys this. I told Jonathan this off camera. There was a woman that was staying here and she was sleeping in this bed. one night. So we're in room 405. Next door to us, like legit right next door, is room 406. There's a couple staying in there tonight. We know that 100%. We've already met them. We've talked to them. We found out one of them is a Pisces. Came out of nowhere. So water sign. And over there is room 404. There's my numbers. There is absolutely nobody staying in room 404. 404 doesn't have activity. It's just 405 and 406. So one woman was sleeping in this bed one night and it was midnight. So it's 10:28 right now. She woke up and heard next door an alarm going off. Constantly going off. And nobody is over there. She knew that for a fact. And then she heard the radio blaring. This is at midnight. And she knows for a fact that nobody was there. Just like how we know for a fact that nobody's in 404. But we do know for a fact that 2 people are in room 406. Hank, we would love to speak with you. We don't want you to be scared of us, but we don't think you are scared of us. We know that you are a prankster, and we would love for you to try to prank us. We know that you like to play with the TVs. I'm actually gonna go grab the remote. We know that you like to play with the TVs. I think we should try both TVs out because he's down here a lot, the spirit of Hank, but it's up there in the loft. That loft is freaky. So I'm gonna turn on the TV. I'm gonna have the remote right here on the bed. They say we'll just leave it on this channel. They say the channels will start switching as if somebody is changing the channels, going through the channels really fast. This is one of the main things that Hank does. He will also turn on the TV where you can hear the sound, but there's absolutely nothing on the screen. So clearly there is something on the screen right now. Hank, can you? We have the remote right here. We know that you like to play around with the TVs. So I have this for you, hoping that you can play around with the TV for us. I keep thinking I'm gonna look up there and see like a black figure staring at me. That would be really freaky.
What are the odds, by the way, of us having the channel turn on about tornadoes?
Is this about tornadoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's weird. I'm changing the channels, by the way. This is apparently, though, what Hank does. Like, he'll go through the channels like that. Let's go on 44. 44. No program available or information. Harry Potter! It's a ghost! It's Moaning Myrtle! Okay, I'll turn it down a bit and let's just see. Okay, I'll turn it down a bit and let's just see. Okay, I'll turn it down a bit and let's just see. Okay, I'll turn it down a bit and let's just see. Even on 4.
It's 44 and it's on Harry Potter.
Yeah. Channel 44 is The Goblet of Fire, which is the 4th movie, and the volume's turned down to 4. Maybe we should move upstairs.
Do you want to keep this TV on?
Yeah, let's keep it on. Like, imagine the volume turns up. I'm leaving the remote right here for this, so we're gonna go upstairs to the loft where a lot of activity is said to happen. Oh god, I have chills right now.
We're wearing coats too.
Yeah, and I got chills. Oh my god.
I have barely been up here yet. It's Brittany's been up here more than me.
And every time I come up here, I just have, like right now, it's a huge chill going through my body. I do not feel, I feel like I'm being watched. And I was changing up here earlier. Like, I don't feel right up here. I'm fine though, sleeping up here by myself, and I know like you're literally right there.
You got the Hey Arnold.
I know the
windows.
Hey Arnold dog on it.
What?
Shine the flashlight. Woo! It's TikTok. Good morning, little girl.
I'm just trying to wonder, did that channel,
What?
the TV is still on, but did Harry Potter have, did it have commercials, do you think? It's a different thing though.
Yeah. We have commercials.
Okay.
Channel 44 is what we left it on. So, now we're gonna go turn this one on. It's not even turning on. This one doesn't even work. Okay, there we go.
You want to do 44 again?
The remote.
Okay, so we're now confirmed.
Is it the same commercial?
Yeah. Literally.
Okay.
So we know, okay, so we have that confirmed.
It just does not feel like I don't like it up here. I really don't.
Really?
I don't feel threatened or anything like that, but I just kind of feel almost violated. Like I'm being watched. I don't like that. I mean, I do like it, like I'm living. Because I live for stuff like this, but it's kind of like, it's just like weird. I don't know. I don't like the vibe up here. It's weird. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel it too?
Yeah, I can feel it a little bit.
It's just weird. I don't know if it's because we know that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, and I got fresh batteries that I just purchased for this spirit box. I also have the paranormal music box. I don't think I'm gonna use it for this investigation. I think I'm gonna use that for Marshall House tomorrow night because there's children involved.
Oh, lovely.
I know. So I feel like they would be more into that. I feel like we'd get more success with them. Now it's 1790.
Okay.
The spirit box went off. Harry Potter again. It went off. It's so weird because we're wearing our Harry Potter jackets.
I know.
Okay. So let's go up to that room. But this is where Erica heard that.
Right here.
Erica's the lady at the front desk. She heard someone walking, like hard footsteps, walking
I thought.
towards her bed.
That's why I'm glad we took our shoes off.
Yeah, because then we wouldn't confuse people.
Okay, Harry Potter's in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, okay. Have to switch that then.
Just when I said that, Harry looked at us.
I know, I
It's
saw
like-
that too.
It's like, I'm sorry. Copyright.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to get copyright.
Now I got Harry Potter in the back.
See? Blind Malfoy. We are here to
Hello.
Hello? Hank, is that you? We are here to My name is Brittany.
And I'm Jonathan.
This is my brother Jonathan. I got chills all up my back. Are we allowed to be here? I thought you just said it depends. I mean, of course? Of course? Of course? Of course?
Is that a yes, Hank? That we're okay to be up here? I think I just saw something move up on the wall. Like a little orb. Is that a yes, Hank? That we're okay to be up here? Is that a yes, Hank? That we're okay to be up here? Is that a yes, Hank? That we're okay to be up here?
Is your name Hank? We hear that you are a prankster. We know you like to play with the TVs. We know you like to flicker the lights on and off. We know that you walk very heavily. If you could do any of those for us, that would be awesome. I'm gonna turn off the TV. I know. Well, at least the one downstairs is on. Just like too much Harry Potter happening in this
Imagine you
video.
connect to the volume at the part. Harry Potter.
We're wearing our freaking jackets.
It looks like you're advertising.
I know. Oh, and also, there have been other spirits, guys, that have been picked up in this room. There have been people that have brought a Ouija board in and they've picked up on some spirits. Is that you?
That's me. I'm trying to find a better spot here. That's me. That's me. I'm not blind.
Imagine that door just opened.
I know.
If you can make any movement, any sounds, Hank, or any spirit that can hear me that's in this room, if you could touch me.
Do you want to try turning the spirit box off and see if you'll knock?
I'm gonna turn the spirit box off for a few minutes. This is the SB7 spirit box, by the way, for those who always ask. It's my favorite spirit box ever. I want to get the SB11, but I love the SB7. And this is so freaking loud. It's like so many people get speakers, like a speaker to put into it. I do have a speaker to make it even louder, but it's naturally loud. And so many people, my paranormal investigator friends, they even ask me like, how do you get it so loud? I don't know. This is my original spirit box. I don't know, because I have other spirit boxes that are other SB7s. I think I have like 2 more. Both of them are not as loud as this one. So both of them are not as loud as this one. So both of them are not as loud as this one. So both of them are not as loud as this one. So we're gonna go out on the balcony.
There's Joe's crap. Shit.
It's so packed in here. So quiet.
As we went out now.
Oh my god. That'd be creepy.
Apologize for my yawning, guys. Just we've been up a long time.
Turn this off. I know.
Very long time.
I think it's done.
Okay.
It's weird. Did you hear that? Is it like a woman outside? I heard a woman.
Is there a room in this place?
I don't know. And it sounded like she was like right here. That's 406, so there are people in there. What if it was coming from 404? But that's not. It's weird. 404.
I think it's just
Debunked. Oh wait, is it? I think, yeah, maybe that was her. I don't know. I have to listen back to the footage. Because isn't it like cute? We have like our own private like way to get in. These 3 rooms would come through this door. Yeah, maybe it was her. Okay. Huh? Whatever. Another thing with Hank is he gets into, they say that he gets into the bed. Oh my god, it was like, whoa, somebody's coming up the stairs. They say that he gets into the bed with people. So, obviously when it's time for me to lay down, I'll have to see for myself if he'll like, you know, you see somebody laying down, sitting there, something like that. So this was on like within the top 10 list of the most haunted hotels in Savannah. And you know, the staff here have been telling us stories, and they just say, you know, no one's actually ever seen Hank. No one's actually ever seen an apparition. And you know, usually when I go to hotels and stuff, there is at least one or more people that have seen an actual apparition or a shadow figure or something. And this ghost, this spirit Hank, just seems to be a prankster who comes around when he wants. Maybe we're asking and trying too hard, so maybe he's sitting here like, these stupid people, I'm not just gonna be a monkey or whatever and do what you want me to do, you know what I mean? Like maybe he wants to appear when he's not on camera, so, or when we're not filming, or on his terms and not ours. But it's just the feeling up here that I wish that you guys could feel, because it just feels like I'm being watched in a really creepy way. No, I shouldn't say creepy way. It's creepy. I think it's creepy anytime you feel like somebody's watching you and you can't see them. That's what makes it creepy.
Being observed.
Yeah, being observed, but you can't see them, but they can see you. And that's what makes it creepy. And it's just the whole, like I have chills, this whole room. I don't know. It's a very odd feeling in here. Down there, it's okay. And when you turn off the lights, it's like a totally different story as well. So I'm gonna turn on the spirit box one more time. If there's any spirits in here that want to speak with us, what is your name? Hank, can you please do something for us? Is there more than one spirit in this hotel? So loud, this thing.
Hank, if you're here with us, which we know you are, I'm gonna knock on the wall. Can you repeat the same noise after me? I'm gonna do it one more time, Hank. Repeat after me, please.
And you know what? That usually is what happens when we ask for them to knock.
It's always the opposite room.
It's always like the opposite room, which I find interesting. Why do they do that? It's like never close to us. So I find that and we could be picking up on EVPs, you know? I wonder what makes him, what he goes after, what he looks for in the victims. Like, I wonder what he looks for.
I think the problem is he knows that
This is what we want.
he knows that too, but I think he can tell that we've been with other spirits.
Well, I think that's still an issue with me personally, is I still try too hard for things to happen. And we were gonna have, we were hoping to have our friend, our special guest, Michael Scott, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. But next time, because he's never been to Savannah. Jonathan's never been to Savannah.
Until now.
Till now. I've been like 30 frickin' times, even more, because I frickin' love this place.
That's insane.
I know, I never get sick of this place. But it's funny because, like, I've never been to the Olde Harbour Inn, but I've done pretty much.
Why didn't you ever come to the Olde Harbour Inn? So
I don't know. Well, the Marshall House was really high up there on the list, so I wanted to do my Fear series starting there, which I loved, and all my viewers loved it. That's like one of my favorite investigations, I think, and that's one of my viewers' favorite investigations.
Pink House is tomorrow, right?
Pink House is tomorrow. We're not going to be investigating the Pink House. I mean, we can go down to the tavern, and I can go, but I feel like I've done that so many times.
Yeah.
James Haversham, he haunts the place, and then there's ghostly children that are down in the tavern, and they throw things. So, and then remember when I go into the girls' bathroom, there's a spirit that locks you in the stall.
Lovely.
So I don't know if I'm going to do that because I've done that. I think I've made like 4 videos about the old Pink House. We're obviously going to document because I want to document this entire trip. So we'll probably film us being there and eating. Excuse me, but and also, like, I should seriously work in Savannah. After you eat, you're allowed to go on a whole tour of the old Pink House. So you can like your own tour by yourself. And because it's a giant mansion, so
That's great. Oh,
and then we are planning to go to an old to an antique shop because this is the home of one of our favorite stories, which is known as Danny's bed, or like how we like to call it Danny 7, which was from Scary But True. It all took place in Savannah, and Danny's bed is a bed. It's an old antique bed. There was a spirit by the name of Danny that was haunting it. It's a really messed up story. I've made videos about it. I've talked about it on my investigations. You guys know Scary But True was a huge deal to me growing up and a huge like impact on how I do my videos and stuff. But I kind of want to go to an antique shop and do something like that since we're in Savannah. So we're going to look into that because we're here. We leave Friday. It's only Sunday. I think it's going to be hard for me to fall asleep because I'm just going to constantly feel like I'm being watched, and then I hope I see something. But should I leave a note? I don't even think he's going to reply, to be honest. I mean, I got to set intentions. I can't be like, no, he's not going to reply. Exactly. I'm going to say, hey, Hank. Hey, look, Hank, I made it. Everything's coming up aces, aces. Hey, Hank. That's what I'm going to say. So that's my note.
Leave a happy face.
Oh, happy face? Oh my god, my happy face sucks. Olde Harbour Inn, built in 1892. Hey, Hank. Sorry, my writing sucks. Good morning, everybody. So it is 7:42. I slept with my makeup on. But it still looks flawless because it's Jeffree Star. Look how good it looks still. But I gotta wash it off and apply new makeup. So I'm up here in the loft, as you can see, all by myself. And Jonathan is down there. He's awake. I wanted something to organically happen, so I was up with no camera on. I was writing out like my script for today because we're filming my intro at the Colonial Park Cemetery, so it's kind of like writing out what I want for like camera angles and what I'm gonna say and everything. So I was just doing what I would normally do if it wasn't a haunted hotel. Oh, which reminds me, I actually have to go on my laptop. I have to do something on my YouTube channel. But I was waiting for something to organically happen, like something with the TV. Nothing with the TV happened. I didn't hear footsteps around me. I didn't feel anybody around me. I didn't feel anybody get into the bed with me. No, was that you? No, it sounded like a mist or something. Where was that coming from? It sounded like it was coming from you. Maybe that's something. Now, okay. We're still here, like, we have until 11 to check out. So we're gonna stay here till 11. So, I mean, stuff can still happen. It is the morning. And it's weird because on investigations, some investigations we've had, stuff happens early in the night. So we started our investigation at around 10:30, but we had no choice because we are on River Street, and as you can see, like, or as you saw, it's a very, like, Savannah, I mean, it's not a touristy time of year, it's kind of a dead time of year, so that's why we chose to come this time. So it was kind of loud outside. There's the Crab Shack across the street, and they had music playing, and then our neighbors next door were listening to music earlier as well. So that's why we started at like 10:30, which is a good time. But at other investigations, we've started as early as 6 and stuff has happened. So stuff can happen. It doesn't always have to be nighttime. And that's what I'm always trying to say in my videos. Stuff can happen in broad daylight. Like, okay, we're going to the Colonial Park Cemetery today to film my intro. There was a ghost, a spirit that was spotted there. Oh my God, in broad daylight, the little ghost boy. And I made a video about that years ago, and I've talked about, yeah, remember Jonathan? I sent him the video recently before we came here, and it just shows you that anything can happen. And that was broad daylight, like mid-afternoon, and this kid was just filming, and he saw this little boy dressed in old-fashioned clothes, and he's just running, and then he like jumps into a tree. It was really weird. And then the people that were walking in the cemetery, they were literally walking beside the spirit, and they didn't even notice him. It was weird. Today, we are going to the Marshall House, and that's where Birdie 44 Sphere started. And I love that investigation. Like, there's so much weird stuff. I loved it. That orb in the bathroom was enormous that I caught on camera. We're staying in 414, so the same room. It's the most haunted room. So I'm excited for that. I think as the week goes on, the places are going to get scarier and just like more intense. But anyways, that was night 1 in Savannah, Georgia for Birdie 44 Sphere. The crazy 5 days and 5 nights. So we will see you on night 2 at the Marshall House.